Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld. Can-Am Ride Day. Where are we going today, Barb?
Today we are going to the Gateway of the Mountains in Montana. The ride is beautiful there, so you're going to love it because we're taking Blue Spyder, of course. So we're taking you on a boat between the mountains, and you're going to start out right here. It is a two-part video. The first part is going to be the Gateway to the Mountains, and the second part is going to be the Lewis and Clark State Park, where we go through the tour cave, which is really cool. So you're going to want to stay through to see all the views from there.
Today we took about a 2-hour ride on the Spyder, which is always great, through the beautiful landscape of Montana.
You can't beat blue sky country, that is for sure. It is probably the most beautiful state in the United States when it comes to seeing the sky.
The Gateway to the Mountains is in Helena, Montana. It's a scenic boat ride that takes us through a beautiful canyon.
Lewis and Clark discovered it, and they called it the Gateway to the Rockies. So we're actually following one of Lewis and Clark's explorations.
Yep.
And they were famous explorers and surveyors of this time.
Yep. So in 1805, this river we're going to take you on was only 100 to 150 feet wide. Today, it is a lot wider because they built a dam and they raised the water level.
So the ride takes you through this beautiful canyon, and there's epic things to see, but I can't imagine what it was like at Lewis and Clark's time with the water being so much lower.
Yep, it had to be a lot more of a jungle for sure.
So as they were on this journey, they actually believed that they were coming to the end because of where you see right here in the video, you're coming to where the gate is, but then when you moved over more to the right, you saw that it continued on and opened up into all those incredible mountains.
So just to cover on this gateway, it's not a typical gateway like you would think. It's actually where the mountains are coming down through the canyon. They're coming together. When you're on the water, it's to look like a gate. As you approach it, it looks like you could open this gate, but they thought that was the end of the river is what they thought, but it actually is not. Where the two mountains come together, it actually opens up, the river opens back up. But during their time, water was a lot lower, so it was a lot more obvious back then when they looked at it on the water level, that what they were dealing with.
And then when they went around the corner and saw it, that's why they called it the Gateway to the Rockies, because it just opens up and it was massive. So the cost for today's ride was 24 adults, 15 if you're senior or military, and I think it was $10 for kids. And it is a 2-hour cruise.
Yep.
So before we move on to the next adventure, we just kind of want to share our thoughts. Bob, what are your thoughts about this ride?
Well, I always enjoy a boat ride. The narration was a little bit hard to hear, but it was still a beautiful boat ride. We did point out some eagles that were in nest along the route, which was really neat. They were pretty far off to the distance, so they were kind of hard to see. But the ride itself was beautiful. It just, the narration kind of stunk as far as trying to hear what the captain was saying.
So my perspective is not as positive. I mean, if you want to go on a boat ride and you just want to glide very slowly through a canyon, I mean, it's wonderful. But it was so slow, and his narration was, okay, now there is, and I was just like, I couldn't take it. I wanted to get off that boat. I wanted to go scream at him and be like, take me on an adventure, tell me a story, make me fall in love with what I'm seeing. You know, everything was just very lame as far as I was concerned. So it's up to you. If you want to go on a boat ride, it's worth it. It's pretty, but not for me, maybe. Let's get on and ride over to Lewis and Clark State Park and check out that cave.
You gotta see the cave.
So we're at Lewis and Clark Cavern State Park. We're excited. We're going on a 2-hour cave tour, and I'm going to probably get pictures because it'll be hard to take video inside the cave, but we're taking you with us. So we've got about a half-mile walk to go down to, she said, a shady area or something.
Yeah, the cave entrance, I guess.
And we've got people behind us, and she's going to come down on the golf cart and take us on the tour. But right now, this is our view. So So we started out in the parking lot over there, and now we are over here. And then I'm assuming the cave entrance is there. So this is Montana's first national park. Teddy Roosevelt, of course, is the one who established it. The CCC came in again just like the Great Smoky Mountains. Created everything that you see more today.
Yeah, no kidding.
There are 2 tours here. There's the classic tour, which is the original tour. And we are on the Paradise tour, which I believe takes us to the Paradise Room. And this door is awesome. So this state park is the first and the best that they have in Montana. It's very large. It has a lot of things and hiking trails and all kinds of beautiful things and places to eat that you can see. But the big highlight is the cave tour, and it is very well known for being limestone-filled caves.
This cavern was discovered in 1892 by a local farmer that found the opening.
So one thing that is kind of neat that definitely ties this in, besides being the Lewis and Clark State Park, is that when you're up there at the cavern, it actually overlooks the Jefferson River, which they traveled 50 miles on, that you can see. Our thoughts is that we totally loved it. The narration was incredible. She was very detailed and very explicit and made it exciting and fun and made it personal. And it was so beautiful on the inside. So we just loved it. So we've just toured that cave and had the most amazing experience.
After that hearty cave, you gotta have a hearty lunch.
What are we eating today, Bobby?
Keto, baby. Pork rinds.
Barbecue pork rinds.
We got some nuts.
Assorted nuts.
We've got some tomatoes.
Tomatoes with a little bit of kosher salt.
We got some pickles.
We got some zesty pickles.
And we got 2 sandwiches.
The sandwiches are made out of our
homemade keto bread.
Yep.
We got some salami and some egg salad on them.
All hand fresh, deliciously made this morning.
Yep.
So we hope that you like this. We wanted to take you on a little bit of an adventure. We are hoping that you will give us a thumbs up and smash up that notification bell. Definitely, Bob, of course, wants you to
give us the comments. Let us know. Do you like river rides? Do you like caverns, caves, adventure?
So remember, guys, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.
Bye.